6. And we were wondering, do your shoes bounce?
Do your shoes
bounce?
Morning, welcome to Sojourn. This is a brand new era of our church.
Era.
Oh my gosh, remember that last Sunday when we did?
It was really funny.
It was a moment.
Hi. So this is our first Sunday of going to both services, virtual and in person.
Third way.
And let me just say, we're off to a killer start.
Yeah, it starts.
We weren't late. We were fine.
Oh yeah,
we're good.
We've had literally seconds. Actually, I think we started a little late today.
That's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's good to see you all. Oh, I love that y'all are still here.
Hi,
there was a
Erin.
tiny part of me that was like,
Hi,
maybe
Joey.
no one will come to Virch today. But y'all are here.
Yeah, because people like Aaron who live in Texas can't really make it to the evening service. So
Yeah.
glad that you are here with us.
Plus, it's just fun.
IGF.
Is that why y'all come to this thing? Because it's just fun.
IGF.
Is that your
just
reason?
is not G. Just is J.
That's not how spelling works.
I like it when Colby doesn't know how to spell. It doesn't happen very
It's great
often.
fun. It's good fun.
It's gluten-free.
It's gluten free.
Hi.
Tonight's communion will be gluten free. Or wait, did we decide that on the drive over?
It will be now because you just said it. Yes. Yeah. I'll make sure it's gluten free.
And also, our very own Susan is bringing
Brownies.
significant
I
goodness
think
in
that's what you're bringing, right?
sugar and
Brownies.
carb
She's
and
bringing
chocolate
something.
form.
Yes, brownies. And we're just going to be there hanging out.
Yeah.
4th of July weekend. What better time to start a brand new church service?
Freedom.
Because we're smart.
So fresh.
We've got the smarts.
But anyway, this right here happening
thank you.
is our Sunday morning Virch experience.
Thanks.
Oh, someone noticed. Yay.
Someone noticed. Thank you.
It's been cut and
I've
colored.
decided that I just really think that we all
Did you
should.
say anything?
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
did. I wasn't here for
I
that.
really did, yeah. I just think
If you say something before a live stream starts, does it count?
Unless those cameras are rolling.
That's right.
but do your shoes bounce?
Psychogram 3.
I still would like to know. Are you all just wondering what in the world is happening right now?
I
am.
kind of am.
Let's get to a song. This is Sojourn Grace Collective. We're here for wholeness and it's just fun. We love you.
Okay, so the reason we've been doing this song at Sojourn Grace is because, right, we like reasons, is because my mom retired this year, and she loves John Denver. That's what she sang while we were growing up. I couldn't be there for the retirement party, but I did film a little video right here in front of the big pink fireplace doing this song to send her to play at the retirement party. And if you don't know, my mom teaches at a very conservative Christian school where I went for 13 years. And I didn't even think about it, but the flags were in here. There was like all this delightful, very...
Because we can't help ourselves.
Yeah, it's just normal. And I didn't even think about it. And my sister texted me afterward and was like, nice play with the flags, bringing the flags into the school. And I was like, oh yeah, good for me. I didn't even think about it. But
Totally on purpose.
To sail on a dream, a crystal clear ocean, to ride on the crest of a wild raging storm, to work in the service of life and of living, in search of the answers of questions unknown, to be a part of the movements, part of the growing, part of beginnings to understand. Hey, Calypso, the places you've been to, the things that you've shown us, the stories you tell. Hey, Calypso, I sing to your spirit, the ones who have served you so long and so well. And yeah. Dolphin who guides you, you bring us beside you to light up the darkness and show us the way. silent world. To live on the land, we must learn from the sea. To be true as the tide, free as a wind swell, joyful and loving, and letting it be. Calypso, the places you've been to, the things that you've shown us, the stories you tell. Hi, Calypso, I sing to your spirit, the ones who have served you so long and so well. Hi, Calypso, the places you've been to, the things you've shown us, the stories you tell. Hi, Calypso, I sing to your spirit, the ones who have served you so long and so well.
Laura, is your can't hear us current or is it old? Let us know. All right, let us know. Let us know if you can hear us now. It's always nice if you say you can't hear us when you can hear us. Please let us know. That would feel better. Welcome. Hi. You've done the thing. This was the whole thing. You showed up here. Yep, you showed up. That was it. You've done it. You showed up here. You laughed at us making weird, nonsensical jokes that are only funny to us. But you did it. You joined the thing. You logged on. You showed up here this morning. That's it. That is the full amount of effort that is required to belong in this space. You belong here just by being, and we're so glad that you are here. And also this morning is brought to you by 70s folk songs, and I don't know why. It's just where we landed today, so we're gonna keep going. Because 70s folk songs.
In trouble and you need a helping hand, nothing, no, nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I'll be there. You got a friend. If the sky above you should grow dark and full of clouds, and that old cold north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together now. Call my name out loud. Soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running as fast as I can to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I'll be there. you've got a friend. People can be so cold. They'll hurt you and desert you. They'll take your soul if you let them. Oh, now, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Don't you know about the winter, spring, summer, or fall? All you gotta do is call on me now, and I will be there. Yes, I'll be there. You got a friend. You got a friend. Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Ain't it good to know you got a friend? You got a friend.
Did I do that? No? All right, listen, I'll just be your friend. We can't have that.
Why are you so excited about me being alone? It was a panic sound.
I feel like this is neither cause for concern nor panic.
Correct.
Yeah. She's got it.
We've got it.
She can handle it.
We've got it.
Plus, you were alone for 30 seconds, and then I was like, fine, I'll just keep talking. It's always really hard to twist my arm.
Twist my arm. Twist it. Twist it.
Oh, can we do the one from last week that we
Oh, yeah.
didn't do that I liked?
Yes.
Yep. Colby, can you take a dictation? I would like to do, what was the, when I'm, no, sorry. It's too much dictation taking. It's great.
Colby. Colby Martin.
What's great is they can't see that on the screen, so I just seem like I've lost it now. Question is, when I'm mad, I withhold love by ...
This excited Karen.
I really want to
This was
know.
exciting to her.
I want to know your answers so much, and I want to see if people will tell the truth.
How will you know?
No pressure. Well, I won't, but I mean, maybe I
We
will.
discussed this amongst ourselves while we were camping. We were
Mhm.
trying to dig our own truths on this.
I don't remember where we
I
landed.
believe that my biggest share was that I withhold information, like all kinds of information,
Mhm.
like what I'm everything from what I'm doing, like plans information, to my feelings, like anything that a person might need to know. Nope. Mad at you. You don't get to have it. Zoop.
I don't know why Ben's laughing, but I think it's unrelated. Oh. I landed on I stopped letting people.
Colby can let you know if that's true or not. Checks out? Oh, he can't let you know if
can't.
that's true.
He'll never know.
I mean, I have other people in my life that I get mad at. Y'all can let me know.
Yeah.
This question feels like I'm being called out this morning.
Sorry.
You are. You're being called out. But it's
This is
fun.
the tough
It's the
stuff.
fun kind.
Here we are.
Not talking to someone or just giving the barest acknowledgments, shutting down.
Mhm.
Anissa, shh, F.
Shh, F. Mhm.
I tend to respond the same way I do with just about every big emotion. I shut down, fall silent, withdraw, distance myself.
Yep. Yeah, withholding. I see you,
Yeah,
Colby.
Hold everything. Yep.
I
sounds about
remove
right.
I remove people's privilege to help me. Like that's a thing. It's like a deliberate martyring thing, I guess. Like, nope, you're not allowed to help me anymore because I'm mad at you. So
Yeah, I do that too.
no more helping.
I do that. That's probably actually my more answer than the other one I said, actually.
Ben loves it when I do that. It's his favorite thing.
Yeah, it sounds like everybody shuts down and pulls away. This is what I'm getting from all these comments. We all just shut down and pull away.
Nobody has, like, maybe Susan
Like
stops
in general.
Susan stops baking. Like, probably. Susan got mad at us. She wouldn't make us nice things anymore.
Yeah, totally. 100%. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well-
we've got a bunch of ignore, shut down, dark cave, pull back, ignore, shut down, dark cave, pull back. This
So
is
we're either
hilarious.
all the
Withdrawal,
same
withdrawal,
sort of
withdrawal,
person.
withdrawal.
Or there's only one way to do it.
Yeah. See, and then we all do this too, which is part of that we all shut down, pull back. You can't help me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretending I don't need you. Yep.
I am a rock. I am an island.
Send them.
Susan says, "Oh no, I would still bake, but maybe not."
Is this
talk
a
so much."
British thing? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Susan would bake, but then we'd be like,
I'll still
"Susan,
make you things,
we
but
love
I will
this-
just stare
yeah,
quietly.
we love
about
this
it.
brownie," and she'd be like,
Interesting. Oh, I love it.
"Okay, well, that wasn't the big reveal that. Oh wait, I'm the queen of come here and get away." So, see, they're getting more interesting as we go here. I think we're
Yeah, we
we're
just need
digging
some
deeper.
time.
Yeah,
You got to let there be an awkward pause for people to sit with it and to see that other people are commenting, to feel safe. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm just so busy. I don't have the time to hang out or talk right now, whether he's busy or not. Love it.
Yeah,
The queen of come here, get away.
passive aggressive acts of service.
What are you, an Enneagram 4? What are ya? A 4? Colby, what do I withhold when I get mad?
4.
You just went from the 70s to the 40s.
Hey, cats.
Just bouncing around. This is fun times, you guys.
Tenderness.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the truest answer. See, you have to ask your partner what the real answer is. I was trying to give other answers that seemed like they fit. My partner was like, tenderness.
Oh yeah, I was going to say it
You
again on
withhold.
microphone in case
Oh,
they heard.
yeah.
That was my answer for her. What's your answer for me?
Actually, yours was spot on for you. You said everything.
All of it.
Everything.
Yeah, Laura, see, there you go. Laura's, I don't
Yeah.
withhold at all. My anger response is fight, not flight.
Yeah, which is why Colby was like, you withhold tenderness. Huh?
Withhold the filter that normally
Sweetness.
stops the thing. Withhold the effort I was making to not say the mean thing.
Totally.
Mhm.
100%. Yeah, that's accurate. Okay. Mostly my presence, but that's more of a punishment for me.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
Tom.
down with the root
All
of
right.
the thing.
All right, Mr. Surface. Papa
Mhm.
Bear is bringing the truth today.
All right, what you got?
All right, Pop. I dug to the bottom because we've been pulling a lot of the... I don't want to do that. This one's kind of funny. We'll see what happens. I wish I had never seen... ... Oh, see, I love it already. I love it. Matthew just shouted, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. I agree. I only watched a couple episodes, but I'd take it back if I could. I wish I had never seen
I wish I had never seen
your face Trump become president.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I would have
Yeah.
liked to have not seen that. Or
Yeah,
just
and see-
Trump in general.
Nate says the movie Cats. Yes, exactly.
Ben says years 2016 through 2020.
Cosign.
Yeah.
Except for not, because life.
Yeah. Just the bad parts.
But
Yeah, crime scene photos for sure.
The movie Cats. Perfect.
yeah. Yes.
Oh.
I would answer it the inside of prisons.
Yeah.
Wish I could unsee that.
I'm going to try to steer this in a light direction too, so we know you don't have to come up with a big political thing. Like, I wish I'd never seen the video where they cut open the makeup sponge and you can see the moldy icky that can be on the inside of them. I just ruined it for everyone. Now you're all joining me in my pain. But yeah, there's videos where they cut them open and there's mold inside the makeup sponge. I wish I'd never seen that. Ben says he wishes he'd never seen Dr. Pimple Popper. It's an unpopular opinion. Yeah.
I love that y'all are just putting a lot of TV and movies. It's just cracking me up. I'm trying to think if there's movies and TV I wish I hadn't seen. I don't think I usually regret watching TV.
No?
Maybe you could argue with me on that. Maybe I've regretted watching TV.
Game of Thrones, Outlander, those are a couple that you like.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
One episode of Game of Thrones. Wish I hadn't watched it.
That comedy show in Vegas.
That comedy show in Vegas, but I wouldn't trade that for the world, actually. That was
you
the
did,
worst
but
thing
also wish
that's
you
ever
hadn't.
happened to me and the best thing that's ever happened to me. Just stood up and walked the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
I wish I'd never seen Carrot Top.
Oh, Crystal, that's sad.
Just period.
That's sad
Just
too,
in general.
Bill. Oh no, why, Crystal? Why?
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
Oh, that is sad. But maybe,
devastating.
maybe it's good that we've never seen Bob Dylan in concert. Like maybe that he's terrible in concert. Wow,
Like together, Anissa? Like,
a cow and kitten giving birth simultaneously.
Okay, Marquise, now you just made Kate want to go watch that episode.
Oh yeah, Mark, that
Oh, I
episode
love
is-
that shit.
that's
It's
so
the
much.
best.
That
Oh.
but listen, the whole last season, like the last 5 episodes of Felicity are on my list of
Oh, are they
things
bad?
I'll never stop being. Now listen, I was married to a Noel and now I'm married to a Ben. So like Felicity, I feel a deep and abiding
She's in
connection to it. And they really messed up. Anytime you employ a sort of dream fantasy sequence as an entire episode in your last like 5 episode set, I feel like you're doing something terribly wrong.
Bye, Kristen. We're sending you love around your nerves.
Anybody else? Things you wish you'd never seen?
I mean, a whole lot of diapers, but
thanks for
that's
doing that,
just-
Kristen. So many diapers, right?
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Thanks, Jazz.
People are
Solidarity.
people are. Maybe the season 7 of Gilmore Girls.
I'm
But
so
you know, you
torn.
have to.
You had
You
to-
have to.
When you had to like, I don't know. I still can't talk about the season 6, season 7 Gilmore Girls phenomenon. It's complicated.
Anissa, you crack me up. All right, friends. Y'all are hilarious.
Why is Anissa yelling not animals?
Humans giving birth is perfect, and then not animals.
Oh, okay.
She wishes she hadn't seen the animals giving birth. She loves seeing
Thank
the
you.
women.
Thank
the
you, thank you.
human women.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
yeah, he's just maybe bad at being live. Wow.
That's fascinating. I've never heard that.
Huh? I feel like we've thank you for the warning there. That's nice, right? That's a nice thing to know.
Yeah, it is.
Bob Dylan's still doing
sure. I don't want to
concerts.
be ruined.
That's the thing I could have been tempted to do, and now I'm not bothered.
I feel
That's
you,
hilarious. I love it when people do that. They're like, I can do it. I can do it. And then, ooh, nope, can't do it. That's the best.
All right. Are we done here?
Yes, but I really love finding out more of the TV shows that people are mad about.
See, I'm not so mad at season 4. I was mad at season 3. I'm less mad at season 4. Jazz and I are going to have to debate in a public forum to convince you which side to be on.
I like it.
Yeah.
That sounds,
we'll have-
that's dreamy for
let's
me.
stage a whole debate. We'll
Let's
get you
do
a
it.
gavel. You can stand in the middle and be like,
my God.
Suffer from the Paladino problem.
and Jazz will be like, here's my opening argument.
Hey, don't tease me, Karen. This is the most exciting
I don't see
thing.
why this could.
Hey, to write yourself off, yeah. It's only in your head you feel left out, looked down on. Just try your best, try everything you can. Don't you worry what they tell themselves when you're away. Just take some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything everything will be alright. Hey, you know they're all the same. You know you're doing better on your own. So don't buy in. Live right now. Just be yourself. Doesn't matter if it's good enough for someone else. Just take some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Just take some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Just do your best. Do everything you can. Don't worry what their bitter hearts are gonna say. You just take some time. You're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. You just take some time, little girl. You're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Just take some time, little girl. You're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Just take some time, little girl. You're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright.
I'm sorry for anyone who was wondering what was going on. My dog was eating something out of the trash, and I asked Colby to help, and then the dog tried to bite Colby, and it was
The whole thing. And we're just keep singing, just keep singing.
Oh,
just
sorry,
keep
so-
singing. Yeah, we're gonna keep singing.
What did we decide? G?
Yeah.
No, yeah, G.
Yeah.
The church song. Sorry, Jimmy. We're taking it.
I can't squeeze blood from a turnip. I hold my breath blue. I've waited and waited and waited on you. You do what you want and I'll do what I can. I'm trying to keep faith in my fellow man. Have harvested nothing by turning to you. I try and I try and I try as I do. Bloodied my fist trying to fight for my plan. Oh, the damage I've done to my fellow man. Like a stone to the river that cannot be washed to the sea. Keep damming it up, but the pressure's too much. You need all breaks free. Yeah, all breaks free. I know that you want it, I can see in your face. Desperate reaching and trying to trace what some call delusion. I've seen it firsthand. It's the whispers of hope in my fellow man. Like a stone to the river that cannot be washed to the sea. We keep damming it up, but the pressure's too much. You need all breaks free. Like a stone to the river that cannot be washed to the sea. will try to keep faith in my fellow man.
Oh. Hey, so one of the things I love about this Sojourn community virtual connection thing that we've done the last 2.5 years is watching and observing and noticing when y'all like meet each other IRL. So I see you, Donna and Crystal, like trying to figure out, is there a way we could, while we're in the same location, meet each other? So that'd be pretty awesome. And I know many of you have said that you're either going to come to San Diego or like when you come to San Diego, you're going to come hang out with us. So it's so fun to make friends like that. And then also the thing I want to talk about today, or my idea for my message, let me quick turn off my video monitor so I can see. Yeah, great. Goes back to this idea that Kate is going to adjudicate between Karen and Jazz. And I just want to say, like, this is the big point of my talk today, which is this. It's not our job to change people. It's not your job to change people. It's not. It's not your job to change people. Now, of course, people do change. Okay, so let's not believe this myth that people never change. Obviously, people change. I don't think any of us would be here in this Sojourn community if it weren't true that people change. So yes, people change, but it's not our job to change them. It's not our job to change people. Now, to be sure, when people experience substantive changes in their life, maybe how they think or how they feel or the things that they believe, yes, they will most certainly be able to point to individuals in their life along their journey that have played significant roles in this transformation in their life, be it authors or podcasters or coworkers or acquaintances, friends, family, whatever. So yes, people do change, and people do change in part because of people. And yet I still suggest to you this morning that it's not our job to change people. So let me explain that just for a minute. Here's my understanding of how people change. And this isn't comprehensive by any means, but here's my limited understanding of how it is that change happens in a person's life. It first requires with an opening of space in their heart. There has to be a heart opening first to allow new information to get to our minds. And if that happens, if there's enough of an opening in the heart for new information to make it into the mind, then that might replace old information. It might update an old idea with some new data, or it might just kind of settle into a new shelf in our brain as like a brand new novel idea. But this is how it has to work. It has to be an opening of the heart first for an idea to make it to our mind to potentially cause change. Now consider for just a moment something from your own life that you have changed your mind on. That wasn't rhetorical. I really want you to pause and think about something in your life that you have changed, a significant thing that you've changed your mind on. Now, are you able to put into words exactly how that happened? I don't mean, what'd you say?
No.
Okay, that's the correct answer. The correct answer is no. Can you describe exactly, and I don't mean, can you tell me about some of the people that influenced you towards changing your mind? I mean, can you tell me exactly how and when and why your mind changed? Again, we can tell stories about how our heart space opened up, or how we heard new pieces of data or information that broadened our perspection. That's one of my favorite made up words, and I just dropped it accidentally. It's when you have a perspective and it leads to new perception. Perspection. I'm talking about, though, that moment when suddenly you just stopped believing X and started believing Y. Like, can you actually tell me how or why or when? Like, how does that thing happen where you no longer think this, but now you think that? And what I'm getting at here is I tend to think this is just kind of it's kind of magical that even happens when you think about it. It's kind of magical and wild that happens, that we can have an idea for so long that we cherish, that we hold deeply. And then almost as if overnight sometimes we just don't anymore. We think something totally different. This could be like a big theological concept. If we're in a church community right now, that might be a big theological idea, or maybe a significant political position. For years you thought X, and now you think Y. And you're like, how did that change? How did that change? When? Why? It could be how you see relationships. It could be your beliefs about the essence of what it means to be human. Again, we can list the names of people who maybe helped get us there, or the stories or the arguments that we heard that might have helped along the way. But at the end of the day, that actual like flipping of the switch, that updating of or creating of new neural pathways, I think that sort of thing happens on a level beyond our conscious choosing. So for me, when I think about all the ways that I've changed and transformed over the years, I just end up kind of landing on the word grace. Because for me, I can't fully explain it, but it feels like a gift to me. Transformation feels like a gift to me. And I'm grateful for it. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how or why or when I changed my mind on that, but I did. Grace. And it's not to say that it wasn't hard work. It's not to say that I or you don't deserve credit for the changes that we've made in our lives. It's just that it's not always obvious to me why I changed or how or when. I just did. And I don't know. Grace. I don't actually know how much credit I deserve sometimes. Grace. So when I say something like I did at the top, that it's not our job to change people, there's a sense in which that brings me relief, because I don't actually think I can change people. At the end of the day, sure, I might be one of the individuals that a person out there has said, yes, you've really helped me see things differently. And I get those sort of emails and messages and feedback from people. And I'm super honored to be play that role for people, to be a part of helping that. But at the end of the day, I don't take any credit for their actual heart and mind having been changed. I think that happens at a level of consciousness that I can't actually influence. I don't think you can either. This kind of thing is grace. And I'm not the giver of such gifts. There's a story in the Gospels that I want to read to you really quick, and it comes from Luke chapter 10. Hang with me as I read these few verses. Luke chapter 10. After the Lord appointed 70 others and sent them on ahead of them in pairs to every town and place where he himself intended to go, he said to them, "The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, ask the Lord of the harvest to send out the laborers into the harvest. Go on your way. I'm sending you out like lambs in the midst of wolves. Don't take a purse with you. Don't take a bag or even sandals," which is always an odd one for me. Like, they have to go barefoot. But anyway, that's not the point of today's talk. Don't greet anyone on the road. Sense of urgency, maybe? I don't know. Whatever house you enter into, first say, "Peace to this house." Verse 6. And if anyone is there who shares in your peace will rest on that person. But if not, it will return to you. Remain in the same house and eating and drinking whatever they provide, for the labor deserves to be paid. Do not move about from house to house. Whenever you enter a town and its people welcome you, eat what is set before you and cure the sick who are there, and say to them, "The kingdom of God has come near to you." But whenever you enter a town and they do not welcome you, go out into its streets and say, "Even the dust of your town that clings to our feet, we wipe off in protest against you. Yet know this, the kingdom of God has come near." And then fast forward a few verses, verse 16, Jesus kind of ends this little directive by these words: "Whoever listens to you listens to me, and whoever rejects you rejects me. And whoever rejects me rejects the one who sent me. Okay, so a couple brief observations, and I swear they're brief. The first thing is this. The first thing that stands out to me in this story is how the author writes that Jesus sent these 70 disciples to go out ahead to the places that he himself was preparing to go. Almost as though their only job as disciples was to just prepare people for an interaction with Jesus. At Sojo, we might say, just go out and be brave and be kind. That's it. Second observation is this. I noticed that Jesus wanted his disciples to be mindful of their output, to protect their energy, you might say, to protect their life force. If the town welcomes them, he says, then don't move from house to house. Like, don't get all frenetic and anxious trying to get everywhere all the time and do all the things. And then even more to the point, he didn't seem to want his disciples to waste their time or their energy on people who clearly were not interested in what it was they were offering. If they ran into people who were like, no, thank you, get out of here. If they ran into people who did not want anything to do with what they were saying, Jesus said, just shake the dust from your feet and move on. Like, accept their rejection of you. And for me, this makes sense in light of what I mentioned a minute ago about how in order to change minds, we must first have the teensiest opening in our heart space. And if that isn't there, if people don't have that, then do not waste your time. Just move on. And then the last thing that stands out to me in this story is at the end here when Jesus says, whoever listens to you, listens to me. Whoever rejects you is rejecting me. Now, for sure, I will say this. Many of us come from church contexts where folks love this verse because it gives them license to be obnoxious Christians, standing on the corner with their bullhorns condemning people to hell. And just be like, what? If they reject you, don't worry about it. It's not you they're rejecting, it's God. So I acknowledge how this verse has become a kind of cover, a protection for Christians to be terrible citizens and rude neighbors, all while claiming some position of superiority and not at all being bothered by how much they're bothering people. So I see that and I name that. And for me, just for a moment, I set that aside. Because now when I hear a sentiment like that, whoever listens to you is really just listening to me, and whoever rejects you is really just rejecting me, my mind goes to a place like this. Oh yeah, it's not my job to change people. God, it seems to be, is the one who handles the change, the transformation. If people do listen to me, then it's only because I have become a conduit of a deeper message of truth and love. That's it. And if people reject me, again, it really has nothing to do with me. They're just rejecting the source from which I live and move and have my being. And either way, this really has nothing to do with me. So I started out by saying it's not our job to change people. And my hope is that this statement, this sentiment would bring us, a bit of calm, a bit of relaxation. Maybe there's an invitation here to let go of any weight that we might carry, where we might feel responsible to try and change people's minds. I think many of us find ourselves in situations, whether it's online or even in real life, where we get into these clunky conversations with people who think radically different from us. And and for understandable reasons, like it makes a ton of sense, we might often feel a kind of responsibility or a motivation to try and tell people when we think they're wrong, and here's what I think and why I think it's right. And look, I'm not against, nor am I above this inclination. I engage in it often. I participate in this sort of fool's errand. But more and more, what I try to do now is, if I engage in these moments, I do it with a different posture than I have in the past. Namely, I have an openness that it's not my job to change people. It's not my job to change their minds. I couldn't do it even if I tried. So instead, I merely share what I think, what I believe, how I'm feeling. I might answer questions if they're posed in good faith, and just let whatever happens happen. If any of my words or if any of how I conduct myself happens to make the way to their minds through an opening in their heart, and somehow down the road they are graced with a change of perspective, then what a gift. I'm grateful to have been a channel. I'm grateful to have been a conduit for love. And then likewise, if my words just bounce off the hardness of their heart, because for whatever reason, and usually it's fear, for whatever reason, they're not ready in their life to hear such a thing, then I merely shake the dust from my feet, accept their rejection, try not to take it personally, and move on. I've heard it said that the only things in life that truly change the heart of a human is great love and great suffering. And I don't really want to be a conduit of great suffering for people, but I do like the thought of being a conduit of great love for people. So in that spirit, I leave us with these words from Leonard Cohen. And I share it as though it were God herself speaking to us today, reminding us that she is the source of love and she is the giver of grace. And the lyric is simply this: God saying to us, "You have loved enough. Now let me be the lover." So may we be the people who make of ourselves conduits for love, so that if God wants to help people change how they see themselves, how they see one another, how they see the world around them, may she always know that she's got us out here, just a few steps ahead of her, preparing the way with bravery, with kindness, and with love. Amen.
We just said a little bit of a bent towards controlling. And so for me, I just have to practice all the time, right? And so we're just going to take just a quick moment this morning to just meditate on the words that Kolb shared with us. So as we do, I just invite you to get real cozy. Again, we're just going to just take a moment. And if you want to close your eyes, you can, but we are going to do just a little bit of visualization to start off. And then as we do some breath work with some helpful mantras. So take a deep breath in with me. And I want you to take yourself to your just most favorite space in nature, the space outside that makes you feel the most alive, the most calm, the most connected and grounded with the universe and with yourself. Your favorite spot that you've ever been to, out in the trees, out by a creek, in the mountains, sitting in front of the ocean, wherever it is for you. Really take yourself there today. Think of how it smells, how it sounds, how it feels. Bring yourself to that space with all of your senses. Visualize for a moment being in your favorite space in nature. And then this morning, I want you to allow yourself to see that space with you there at a table. Surprise, there's a table out there in the woods with you. What do you know? I want you to take a seat there. Just rest in the place that has always been yours. It's the table of belonging. Take your seat, loves. Sit back. Let that ocean air, that mountain breeze, just fill your senses with peace and wholeness. And slowly but surely, new guests are going to arrive at this table. With each new guest that comes, our table of belonging, it stretches, because there's never not enough. Taking deep breaths at your own pace, look around you. Who's with you at this table? Take account. What did you have to let go of in order to take your seat? Remember for a moment every twist, every bend along the way. changes that happened in you. Make a place there at the table for every piece of you, every part of life, every being. Honor it all. Practice saying thank you to the perfect parts, to the astounding ones, to the wonderful parts and the mean ones, to every moment that got you here. And now breathing in. Breathing in, I know that I am loved. Breathing out, I release the image of me that so many have projected. Breathing in, I know that I am whole. Breathing out, I rest in the truest things about me. Breathing in, I know that everyone is loved. Breathing out, I release control. Breathing in, I know that we are one. Breathing out, I release my image of you. Breathing in, I rest in our wholeness together. Breathing out, I release my need to manage you. Breathing in, I know that we are one. Breathing out, I release control. Breathing in, I know that we are one. Breathing out, I trust your life's path. Last breath, last mantra. Breathing in, I trust. Breathing out, I hold all that is. Amen.
Was a child, they told me in heaven we'd all lose the weight of our names. The king and the wanderer sharing a table and all loved exactly the same. We lost the map along the way. They decided we knew who couldn't stay. Now we're saving the souls we shamed away. This is not the unknown, this is our coming home. Don't fear the turn of the tide. No one here gets tossed aside. So breathe and lean into the light. This is how you grow. This is where we're going. Child, I thought that in heaven we'd worship the man who made time. His eyes like a flame, his justice too heavy with vengeance that never was mine. For lovers and skeptics fear no rod. We burn the thrones of bigger little gods. We're outrunning the lightning. Make heaven our own. This is our coming home. Don't fear the turn of the tide. No one here gets tossed aside. So breathe and lean into table. We may not have much, but we've plenty to spare. And nothing we have, not a treasure, a moment means something, anything without you.
The end.
That was nice. It's not the end yet. We have to. Oh, that's
What?
gonna stick in your teeth so bad for communion.
Are they really?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna have
The prescription bar?
Maybe just suck on it.
Maybe just suck on it.
Karen saw that
what
this
she
is what I
said.
grabbed for communion out of
I'm
your
a
cupboard.
very mature, grounded
RX bar.
person.
3 egg
Take
whites, 6
things
almonds, 4
very
cashews, 2 dates.
seriously.
No bologna sausage. That would BS is for.
Bologna sausage.
So this is a part of our virtual gathering where we invite you to grab what you have or what you want for communion. We're going to double dip communion today, morning and evening.
Double righteous, double holy.
Double. But also, can I just say really quick that so while I was doing that spiritual nugget, I could see over on the left, like comments were just sort of on fire today. And I was really like, man, people are vibing with what I'm saying today. And then during that song, I went back and looked and, oh no, y'all were just talking about shows and movies and all that. But then rather than my ego being impacted, which it wasn't, my ego's strong as ever, unfortunately. That's not true, actually. I've done a lot of ego work. My point is that's one of the things I love. I do have a point. One of the things I love about virtual church is that people can just sort of be having these conversations in the midst of a thing like this, like it's a little less likely that during an in-person service, you'll lean over and be like, okay, but also in season 3, so I just really like this
Unless you're me, that's kind of how I do it.
Okay, that's true. Let us know what you have for communion.
There's the same thing with Pete and Happy Hour Robins this morning. I love those threads.
And a fruit roll up.
Yeah.
I want to put
Yeah.
fruit roll
And
up.
that all belongs, like the little league belongs,
Awesome. All right, so Karen's warning me that this will stick in my teeth, but I'm still going to take it.
Okay, I'm not.
Take what you have this morning as a reminder. It's not for you, Merlin. For me. And know that as you take it, that you are connected to this community that is tuning in from all around the globe, that you can meet up with if you want, if you happen to be in the same city, or that you can just show up here on Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock Pacific and be seen and be loved and be held. You belong.
Merlin.
That really bummed you out.
You belong.
Well, because first Marley tried to eat the very accessible food right there, and we all gasped and said no.
And the tissue, and then Colby's hand.
Aw, Marley, I'm so
Now
sorry.
you just
Do
want this.
you want to eat my hand?
Merlin says I will accept. Yes, there you go, Dix.
All right.
Kate, it's not your job to change Merle by feeding him your hand. You don't have to
In fact, you
sacrifice your
can't.
hand to him.
Merlin cannot be changed. Can I take what you have as your drink?
Oh my God.
I've got iced coffee with Chagachino powder. Glad you like the Chagachino.
Amazing.
Yeah, delicious.
Mm-hmm. Take and receive, and please be reminded that you are a loved child of God. Nothing can change that. Nothing will change it. Nothing has ever changed that. You've always been connected to the divine. You've always
Sally,
been
I want to be with you right now.
loved.
Heck yes.
Also, I should drink dark beer with breakfast foods more often. That sounds
Sally's last
amazing.
name
Is that what you were
Harry.
thinking
Tried that.
too? I'm like, dark beer and eggs sounds like a perfect combo. I want to go home and make scrambled eggs, toast.
Oh, Jazz, that was
dark
nice
beer.
of Jazz Mom. Heart that.
All right. Love y'all.
Yeah.
See some of you maybe in a couple hours. I don't know.
We do have a couple house notes.
Oh, God.
The first is
Look like we just said it.
we've been saying this for weeks. So if you, and all morning long, but
In case you
come
missed
tonight.
it.
It's 5 o'clock.
Just in case we
St.
needed
Luke's
a house
at North
note.
Park.
Can
Well,
you do you're funny. Oh, you're not on the camera anymore.
and then our Joy
I
Box.
like it when you do this.
Wooing. This is our invitation for those of you, especially those of you for whom virtual has become one of your primary and or only connections. As we continue to try and do both, we invite you, if you're able and have the capacity to and want to, support this movement by going to sojourngrace.com/donate or Venmo at Sojourn Grace to help support and partner with us in our mission. And then I don't have a slide for the last one. If your child was hungry, would you not cut your hand off and feed it to him?
Your fur child.
Bible, probably. That's a fun paraphrase.
I like that it says hand off and feet it to them.
Here's just a regular old scene. And then the last note for the house is that come walk with us for the Pride Parade, eh?
Eh?
In 2 weeks.
It's in Canada.
We're going to Canada.
2 weeks.
That's fun. I like a field trip from church.
We're gonna march to Canada.
We are
Take a while.
we are contingent
No
number
one's gonna sign up 'cause
186
we just said we're marching to Canada.
We're not marching to Canada.
Not
It's
marching
just
to
like
Canada.
it's like a mile. It's not far. You're gonna be
through
fine.
the hills of Hillcrest.
Which means we won't be starting.
Which are
until
flat hills. Like
deep
it's
into the
easy.
parade.
You can come do it.
earlier. So 3 years ago, we were like 220.
Oh, so we've
So they've moved us up. Yeah. So we will. Our guesstimated step off time is about 12 a.m.
Go your own way.
12 a.m.
12 p.m. I forget that once noon happens, it switches from after morning to post morning.
Is it at
We're not
12 or
marching
is
at
it
12 a.m.
12:01?
We're not marching to Canada. We're not.
But
None
anyway,
of the things that we said are happening.
San Diego
right?
Pride is happening.
But come
making it sound
March
very
for
hard.
the
Parade.
Pride Parade.
And I got the banner that I made in the mail for our Pride, and it's really pretty. I'm really happy
That's
about our
very
banner.
pretty.
So we'll need some
And I'm
banner
excited
holders.
because we're not doing church t-shirts this year, which means I get to wear whatever I want.
Yay! But you can wear your last year's church t-shirts if
probably
you want.
will.
If you're a person who likes to be told what to wear.
I
wear
de-sleeved
that.
one of my Sojo Pride shirts, so that'll be my
Nice.
Showing off the guns.
Choose your own adventure.
sun's out, sticks out.
Whatever I wear,
All right, that
it will not be a
has
church t-shirt.
Anissa calling me out.
What did she say?
Matthew yawning.
We're talking about pride. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
We just had a whole month.
Thank you, Melissa. We will receive your love this evening.
We will in the
Um,
evening.
yeah.
Not yet.
No,
Not yet.
we'll hold on to your love now, but not receive it. We'll consume it. We'll just
Oh my God.
stick it in a foil wrapper.
Okay, I'm gonna yawn soon.
Take it.
Karen's sighing. It's time to be done.
All right. Here's our benediction. Would somebody lead us this morning?
Awkward silence.
Is it still awkward? Now it feels
Someone do us a Cumberbatch.
feels like we're challenging them now. We're just
Regular
waiting.
Cumberbatch.
normal silence.
What's that mean?
Dare you?
Benedict
see how hard
Cumberbatch?
you make
Oh,
it.
benediction. Benediction.
That's
Oh.
right in your wheelhouse.
Oh, so good. Thank you, Ben.
There it is.
Thanks, Calico Jack. Because you're a child of God.
Fair.
Sounds good, Abby. Could go either way.
Can
Who
you
knows
do
how the
both?
next few hours
It's
will
North
go.
Park.
You can
Do
do both.
both.
That's right.
I'll join you.
We're gonna be brave. What else are we gonna do?
Thank you, Pauline.
We're also going
Woo.
to Happy Birthday Be
Happy
Kind.
birthday, because so is
everyone else.
What happened? This fell apart.
Good job, everybody.
We had one job.
It's only been 2.5 years.
This is kind, but everyone else is a
All
child
right.
of God.
Oh, good clarification.
Yeah.
Never thought about that. Okay. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.